The phrase, "I never knew you, depart from me, you who practice lawlessness," is one of Jesus' most chilling pronouncements. Astonishingly, these words were not directed at the unsaved, but at those who thought they knew him and were saved. Imagine believing you are destined for heaven, only to be denied because Jesus does not recognize you. Let's explore 5 crucial facts from this message and learn how we can genuinely know Jesus. 1. Directed to certain people, not everyone. Jesus spoke these words twice in the Bible. The first instance is in the Sermon on the Mount. In Matthew 7:21-23, he says, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, 'Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name?' And then I will declare to them, 'I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness.'" These verses are startling. Despite prophesying, casting out demons, and performing miracles, they were rejected by Jesus. This teaches that outward religious acts without genuine faith and obedience to God's will are insufficient. The second instance is in the parable of the 10 virgins, Matthew 25:11-12. The 5 foolish virgins, who did not bring enough oil for their lamps, were denied entry to the wedding feast. When they pleaded, "Lord, Lord, open to us," the bridegroom responded, "I do not know you." This parable emphasizes the need for preparedness and genuine readiness for Jesus' return. 2. The meaning of the word, new. In Matthew 7:23, the Greek word for new is ginosko, which denotes a deep, intimate, and personal relationship. Jesus was not speaking about mere acquaintance. In Genesis 4:1, it is said, "Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain." This implies a deep personal connection. Similarly, when Jesus says, "I never knew you," he means there was no genuine relationship. John 10:14 states, "I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me." This mutual knowledge is essential. True followers have a relationship characterized by love, trust, and obedience. 3. Reflecting Jesus' omniscience. Jesus' statement reflects his omniscience, his all-knowing nature. He knows our hearts and true intentions. In John 4, Jesus reveals his knowledge of the Samaritan woman's life, showing his ability to know our deepest secrets. His omniscience ensures his judgments are just and true. Revelation 20:12 highlights that the dead will be judged according to what they had done, written in the books. Jesus sees our past, present, and future, and knows those who genuinely love him. 4. Relationship over familiarity/proximity. In Luke 13:25-27, Jesus describes a scene where people claim familiarity with him, saying, "We ate and drank in your presence, and you taught in our streets." But Jesus replies, "I do not know where you come from. Depart from me, all you workers of evil." This teaches that mere familiarity with Jesus, without a genuine relationship, is inadequate. True kinship with Jesus comes from doing God's will, not just knowing about him. Matthew 12:50 states, "For whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother." True followers live out their faith through deeds and decisions. 5. Points us towards the last days. Final judgment. Jesus' statement points to the final judgment, when he will separate true followers from pretenders. In Matthew 25:31-46, Jesus describes the final judgment where he will separate people like a shepherd separates sheep from goats. The sheep represent those who faithfully followed Jesus, and the goats represent those who did not. To the goats, Jesus will say, "Depart from me, you cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels." Matthew 25:41. This eternal separation is for those who rejected Jesus and did not live according to his teachings. Their failure to show love and compassion, key elements of Jesus' teachings, led to their rejection. Jesus' warning, "I never knew you," is a call for self-examination and genuine devotion. Luke 19:13 says, "Occupy till I come," meaning we must stay busy with his work. Philippians 2:12 urges us to work out your salvation with fear and trembling, emphasizing the ongoing nature of our faith journey. The parable of the talents, Matthew 25:14-30, reminds us to use our God-given resources to serve him and others. True faith is demonstrated through actions, as James 2:17 states, "Faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." Our faith must be alive and active, shown through our love for others and adherence to Jesus' teachings. Jesus' terrifying words in Matthew 7:21-23 underscore the importance of doing God's will, not just outward religious acts. The Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5:7, outlines the principles of a life pleasing to God. The Beatitudes, Matthew 5:3-12, describe the queue